and Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Namaste, sir. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation and sparing your valuable time for gracing the occasion. We also have with us our own Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao ji. The other guests for today's function are Professor Vinod Kumar Jain ji, Vice Chancellor, Tejpur University, Assam, Dr. Eklavya Sharma ji, Teddy School of Advanced Studies, New Delhi, and Professor Krishnapal Singh ji, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Rohilkhand University, Bareilly. Our Pro-Vice Chancellors, Professor Sumitra Kukreti Madam, Professor R.P. Das ji, Professor Satyakam ji, and Professor Uma Kanjiral Madam are also with us. The School of Interdisciplinary and Transdisciplinary Studies, IGNOU, is overwhelmed by the presence of eminent and renowned dignitaries of today's function. I now request our Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor Madam, Professor Sumitra Kukreti ji, to present the welcome address.
Thank you, Diksha. Honorable Minister of State for Education and Minister of External Affairs, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, Professor V.K. Jain, Vice Chancellor, Tejpur University, Sikkim, Professor K.P. Singh ji, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Rohilkhand University, Bareilly, Dr. Eklavya Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Terry School of Advanced Studies, New Delhi, and Professor Nageshwar Rao ji, Vice Chancellor, IGNOU. My fellow Pro-Vice Chancellors and other colleagues, welcome to the international launch of the Postgraduate Diploma in Sustainability Science. This is a proud moment for me to welcome Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, Honorable Minister of State for Education and Minister of External Affairs. Dr. Singh is a renowned academician with PhD degree on problems of land use from Guwahati University and has 4-decade-long career as a geography professor at Manipur University. He has served Manipur University in the capacities of professor in the Department of Earth Sciences and registrar before his superannuation in 2012. After retirement from active service, he took his plunge into electoral politics by joining BJP in 2013. A true academician and thorough gentleman, Dr. Singh, despite his grand stature as a state minister, is very approachable and humble. His integrity gets reflected in the fact that he has been entrusted with the charge of a state minister for Ministry of Education as well as for Ministry of External Affairs. We are very much honored by your presence, sir. On behalf of IGNOU and on my personal behalf, I welcome you, sir. I welcome Professor V.K. Jain, Vice Chancellor, Tejpur University, Sikkim, a seasoned academician. Professor Jain was conferred DPhil from Sussex University, Brighton, UK. He began his teaching career at Sussex University and had a brief stint in IIT Delhi before he joined School of Environmental Sciences, JNU, in 1985, where he taught for about 25 years. I welcome you, sir, in this program. I welcome Professor K.P. Singh, Vice Chancellor, MJP Rohilkhand University, Bareilly, a professor of biophysics at GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology. He has previously served Chaudhary Charan Singh Haryana Agriculture University, Hisar, and Maharana Pratap Horticulture University, Karnal, in the capacity of Vice Chancellor. Professor Singh has also been the Director of Biotechnology Council, Uttarakhand. I heartily welcome Dr. Eklavya Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Terry School of Advanced Studies, New Delhi. Dr. Sharma is an ecologist having over 35 years of experience on sustainable development. For over 30 years, he worked as head of Sikkim Regional Center of GB Pant National Institute of Himalayan Environment. Dr. Sharma also contributed as visiting scientist to University of Glasgow, Scotland. Indira Gandhi National Open University has been accorded A++ grade by NAC. IGNOU is the first higher education institute institution in the open and distance learning mode to be accredited by NAAC. For more than 3 decades, IGNOU has been striving to realize its mandate of inclusion, democratization, and quality higher education to all segments of society and offers high quality, innovative, and need-based programs at different levels. It has 21 schools of studies, 67 regional centers, and around 3.3 million learners. IGNOU has also made its presence felt in the international scenario. At present, IGNOU has 22 overseas study centers spread in 15 countries with a cumulative enrollment of more than 78,000 learners. IGNOU is one of the national coordinator for SWAYAM, and it is coordinating 4 channels of SWAYAM Prabha platform of the Ministry of Education. These channels cover video contents of different schools of IGNOU, which can be accessed freely by the learners through DTH. IGNOU's study material is also available on podcast, which can be accessed by learners on their mobile. Started with only 11 SWAYAM MOOCs in July 2017. Presently, IGNOU is offering 128 MOOC courses with more than 5 lakh plus registration. Sustainability science is an emerging discipline. The international launching of postgraduate diploma in sustainability science will open doors to greater avenues of learning and sharing of experiences. It is known worldwide that current global problems, be it climate change, public health, ecosystem degradation, etc., need holistic solution. The answer lies in sustainability endeavors. This program will certainly carve a pathway in finding solution to the current environmental and ecological imbalances. Once again, I welcome all the dignitaries in this virtual launching of PGDSS. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for introducing our eminent guests. And indeed, IGNOU is proud to be the first university in the country to offer academic programs in sustainability science. मैं अब अपने स्कूल की निदेशक प्रोफेसर शची शाह से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वो PGDSS प्रोग्राम के बारे में अधिक जानकारी दें।
Namaskar. Honorable Minister of State for Education and External Affairs, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh Ji, Vice Chancellor IGNOU, Professor Nageshwar Rao Sir, Professor Vinod Kumar Jain Sir, Professor Eklavya Sharma Sir, Professor KP Singh Sir, Pro Vice Chancellors of IGNOU, Professor Satyakam Sir, Professor R.P. Das Sir, Professor Uma Kanjilal Ma'am, Professor Sumitra Kupreti Ma'am, and distinguished participants. Today, we have the privilege of welcoming Honorable Minister of State for Education and External Affairs, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh Ji. We are most grateful to you, sir, for agreeing to our request to launch online PGDSS program. Your presence here, sir, adds weight, substance, and prestige to the event. Thank you for accepting our invitation, sir. I also express my sincere thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor of IGNOU, Professor Nageshwar Rao, sir, without whose vision and leadership this event would not have been possible. The Sustainable Development Goals provide an international framework to move by 2030 towards more equitable, peaceful, resilient, and prosperous society. An understanding of human impacts on Earth system processes gave rise to the notion of planetary boundaries, the idea of tipping points, and the concept of Anthropocene. In this endeavor, the postgraduate diploma in sustainability science program will contribute significantly to address the challenges of the Anthropocene. The program signifies most notably the United Nations Agenda 2030, which reflects a global consensus to strive for sustainable and balanced social and economic development that promotes the well-being of socio-ecological system. The postgraduate diploma in sustainability science It prepares students to apply sustainable development skill and respond to the needs and potential for social transformation. With the rising human population, resource depletion, and current climate change and environmental emergency, the need for a complex understanding of sustainability has never been more pressing. Sustainability science is an emerging discipline. It promotes insights into interaction within and between nature and the rest of human society. It seeks ways for accelerating sustainable solutions to all the world's biggest challenge and to strengthen the resilience of landscapes. The goal of sustainability science is to create a sustainable earth by creating, deploying all available knowledge of humanity. The critical question we are facing today is how to reinforce and disseminate the sustainability science education and how to introduce them into national policies. India is embarking on a long-term visioning exercise aligned with sustainable development goals. India is committed to implement the sustainable development goals based on nationally defined indicators responding to national priorities and needs. The National Education Policy 2020 is quite significant in terms of mainstreaming sustainable development goals in education. The National Education Policy gives a significant opportunity for quality and affordable education and accessibility to lifelong learning, which can bring a transformation in the Indian education system. Toward this endeavor, Indira Gandhi National Open University is playing a special role beyond SDG 4, that is quality education, as it drives the capacity building and knowledge development for remaining SDGs through educational programs like PGDSS. The PGDSS program mainly focuses on the genesis and principle of sustainable development, its tool, implementation, and assessment strategies in a holistic way. The basics of natural resource management, ecological economics, social cultural system, and indigenous knowledge system are discussed in detail. The course covers various dimensions of ecological economics, global and local efforts for sustainable development through good governance and various laws and policies. The program gives a comprehensive overview of strategies and models for sustainability and various challenges to sustainable development. The course is designed and integrated in an academic framework so that students are able to understand the tools and techniques in developing and implementing sustainable development projects. The program reflects an integrated view of the three dimensions of sustainable development and provide an important contribution to the implementation of sustainable development goals and more specifically, the realization of the vision set at the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Under IGNOU, under the dynamic leadership of Professor Nageshwar Rao sir, is taking a flagship role in digital transformation by extensive use of technology in teaching and learning, which is in line with National Education Policy 2020. The launch of online PGDSS program undoubtedly is a progressive step toward education of the future where technology is playing an invaluable role in facilitating teaching and learning. With these, I thank one and all for joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. It is a matter of great pride and honor for us really that Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Education and Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji is with us today. Sir is a renowned academician and active politician with a rare mix of high acumen and humility. It is our privilege, sir, to formally request you to launch the PGDSS online program.
Não, não. Ainda não vai. 너무 그러네.
Thank you, sir. I now humbly request you to enlighten us with your visionary thoughts and vast knowledge.
On this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, I bow down to all the gurus and teachers and scholars of the country and abroad. Namaskar. First of all, I would like to give a special thanks to Professor Nageswar Rao ji, Vice Chancellor, IGNOU, and Professor V.K. Jain ji, Vice Chancellor, Tezpur University, Assam, Dr. Eklavya Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Terry School of Advanced Studies, Professor K.P. Singh ji, Vice Chancellor, MJP Rohitlan, University Rai Bareilly, Professor Sumitra Kulkarni, Pro Vice Chancellor, IGNOU, Professor Shashi Saha, Director, IGNOU, and also Mr. Kuman and Diksha Dev. Sabko namaskar and sabko pranam. It is a great privilege for me to be in the midst of giant scholars and the creators of the world knowledge system. When our honorable visionary Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji envisions Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas for the future of India, it set an example and a model of inclusive growth. The same is also in line with the objectives of sustainable development. UN Sustainable Development Goals 2030 also lay emphasis on no one should be left behind. The global effort for a sustainable planet begins with the UN Conference on Environment and Development in 1992. The Brundtland's report of Our Common Future was the outcome of UNCTAD. Thereafter, the milestone initiatives like Agenda 21, Rio +10, Millennium Development Goals, UN Decade of Education for Sustainable Development, Rio 20, and today we are deliberating about Sustainable Development Goal proposed to be achieved by 2030. The government is making all efforts and envisioning in all spheres to achieve the deadline of achieving these objectives. A new science, technology, and innovation policy has been framed to relink priorities, sectoral focus, and method of research and technology development with goal of larger socio-economic progress. The objective of Skill India are also integrated in the environment sector, and green skill development programs aims to skill millions of youths in environment, forestry, wildlife, and climate change sector. This will go a long way in creating numerous opportunities for skilled jobs and will foster entrepreneurship in environment sectors. Indira Gandhi Open University is a people's university which aims to bring education at the doorstep of different sections of society. The role of IGNOU is highly significant, and since its establishment, it is continuously trying to achieve the goal of increasing gross enrollment ratio in higher education. The new education policy 2020 also emphasizes holistic and multidisciplinary education with an aim to provide 21st century skills to learners. Coming to sustainability, science, an emerging discipline is widely acknowledged across the world as one of the tools in achieving sustainable development goals. The discipline cut across the traditional disciplines and explore varied dimensions of environment, social, and economic issues. Mention may be made here that the Chapter 36 of Agenda 21 of UNICEF is about education for sustainable development, and UNESCO was assigned to be the task manager of the implement. Today, in this line, a number of universities across the world are offering programs in the field of sustainability science. IGNOU's initiative in promoting sustainability science set a benchmark for other universities and institutions in India. I'm happy and proud that IGNOU, one of the mega universities of the world, is offering postgraduate diploma in sustainability science in open and distance learning, and is now offering in online mode from this session onward. Launching this program online, I hope it will open door to the learners across the world. Offering this program by IGNOU will help each nation wherever IGNOU reaches to prepare a gather of professionals to address and solve burning global issues. Whenever possible, IGNOU should utilize your overseas network to educate the citizens of the world about sustainability educations. Being mega university and extended reach sustainable development goals. Development goals in 2030. India is taking lead role in different role, and I'm sure IGNOU will be doing the same in this line by teaching principles of sustainability science with the launching of this program, PGDSS internationally. I've been given responsibility by Honorable Prime Minister as External Affairs in addition to education. Wherever possible, we will try to reach every corner of the world, so India's commitment to education for sustainable development. Professor Nageshwar Rauji, Honorable Vice Chancellor IGNOU, I'm sure with your dynamic leadership, IGNOU will keep a distinct status of India's commitment to sustainable education. With this note, I wish the program a great success and hope through its academic content, it will benefit the learner in every possible manner. I am sure the student, after successfully completion of this program, will be the ambassador of sustainable development and take key role in developing your own country, a country with strong foundation of inclusive economic growth. The mantra India is following under the able leadership of our visionary Honorable Prime Minister of India. Congratulations to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao ji, under whose visionary and dynamic leadership the program could reach its present form. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. It's a fortune to listen to you on the auspicious occasion of Guru Purnima. And with your blessings and kind support, we are sure that the program will scale new heights. And your message has further encouraged us to take the initiatives of sustainability in the right direction. Thank you so much, sir. Professor Vinod Kumar Jain ji, Vice Chancellor of Tezpur University, Assam, is a seasoned academician and a keen researcher. I request you, sir, to deliver your address.
Thank you, Professor Shah. Good morning, everyone. Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor of IGNOU, Professor Rao, a very dear friend, Professor Pukreti, Professor Shah, Dr. Sarath Khuman, distinguished faculty members of IGNOU, and all those who are attending this launch function in the online mode. First, let me express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Shah and Dr. Sarath Khuman Sahab, and of course, the Vice Chancellor for extending this invitation to be part of this launch function. So thank you so much. The course which has been floated on sustainability science, to my mind, as has been mentioned, is perhaps the first of its kind in the country. Of course, there have been some courses on sustainable studies in some other universities, but this particular course is unique and very novel in this sense. And I'm sure, given the credentials of IGNOU as reflected in their NAAC grading A++, one can be extremely confident about the quality of this diploma course. Having said that, Professor Shah very sort of nicely explained the background to this course, and she did mention that sustainability as a discipline has emerged in its own right, looking at the interactions of the social systems with the natural systems, and drawing upon the expertise from the field of ecology, environment, economics, sociology, and what have you, and including some tools and techniques related to remote sensing and GIS. So it's truly interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, as well as transdisciplinary in character. And it's very much aligned, as has been mentioned by the Honorable Minister also, it's very much aligned with the current focus in the NEP, which is on transdisciplinary and multidisciplinary education aimed at problem-solving teaching and research. And this is something which the country badly needs. Having said that, if you just look at the discourse, the history of the discourse of sustainability, you will have to go back to the late 60s. That's when, the issues of, the population rise, the resource consumption, and the limits to growth, they were talked about back then. And what followed in the next couple of decades leading up to this 1992 conference, to which the Honorable Minister also alluded to, that's when the the concern about the degradation of the life support systems, whether they were wetlands or the water resources or the clean air and the waste management, coupled with the finite resources and the imperative of providing a very sort of equitable and ethical growth to all the citizens of this planet. I think that led the world community to come up with this Agenda 21, and that's when the Sustainable Development term was coined. And in fact, so much so that this has become very important term in across all sectors, whether it is the academic lexicon, whether it's the business lexicon, whether it is the industry lexicon, or even the governance lexicon. So it just highlights the importance of the term sustainable development or sustainability. Although sustainability, to my mind, is a very sort of amorphous term, still the world community is grappling with how to sort of quantify the sustainability. Of course, there are some frameworks which actually quantitatively give you some kind of index. In fact, in Niti Aayog's report, if you look at, it has that SD index for all these states. But there is always a room for refining and fine-tuning some of these theoretical frameworks which look at the sustainability index. This sustainability, which is becoming integral to the decision making across the world, not only in India, across the world. Mainly because, as was mentioned very nicely by Professor Sachin Shah and Dr. Rajkumar Singh, the Honorable Minister, that the defining issues or defining challenges of this century, that is the climate change, the biodiversity, the deepening inequalities in the, and the public health, of course, all these issues cannot be addressed simply by science and technology. One has to look at it. One has to look at all these problems in a holistic manner, in an integrated manner. And this has led to, I will repeat what has been said by the previous speaker, the Sustainable Development Goals. In fact, the Honorable Prime Minister's call for Atmanirbhar Bharat and some of his flagship schemes, they are all aligned with the concept of sustainability. Whether you look at, his push for renewable energy, whether you look at the Jal Shakti mission, or this is the Ujjwala scheme, you look at all such things, and his push for indigenous technology and so on. It's all aligned with these sustainable. Or rather the concept of sustainability. And it also emanates from the Prime Minister's inner goodness. When he looks at, the larger picture for the country, he looks at from the viewpoint of providing a life of dignity, for all its people. In a country like ours, where there is so much diversity and there is so much inequality, I think the sustainable solutions have to be there so that everybody's interests are taken care of. So for all of us, I think it's not the issue of sustainability. It's not simply an issue of having enough food or energy or some other resources, but it is also about this issue is about also good governance. This issue is about, as has been rightly said by Professor Shah, this issue is about ethical dimensions. This issue is about making the society more resilient and more equitable. So I think this particular course is going to be
There is some network issue, I think.
Please unmute, sir. Please unmute. Please unmute. जैन साहब unmute करिए.
So I would humbly submit, the Honorable Minister is here, perhaps, there could be some kind of direction that the sustainability, now I'm not saying that this course should be made compulsory, but the sustainability should it should be a common thread across all academic programs. And as I said, that it should also be part of the orientation program for all the bureaucrats and the lawmakers. I think it's important that the concept of sustainability is hammered home in everyone, including all of us as citizens of this country. So thank you so much for making me, of enabling me to be part of this launch function. And I thank you, Professor Rao, Professor Shah, Professor Kukreti, and my young friend Kuman Saab. Thank you so much. And it's such a very endearing feeling, sir, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, that you come across as a very, very humble and a person with full of humility. Given your background, it's such a pleasure being part of this function. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. You have given us a food for thought, and really sustainability science is the science for sustainability. And we have to recognize that life support systems are very much important for our survival. So now our next guest is Dr. Eklavya Sharma ji, Vice Chancellor, Terry School of Advanced Studies, New Delhi. Sir is a well-known ecologist and is a recipient of several national and international awards. Sir, I now request you to please share your views.
Thank you very much. A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Minister of State, the chief guest of today's event, Professor Rao, Vice Chancellor of IGNOU, Professor Jain, Professor KP Singh, Professor Shah, and all the colleagues from IGNOU and dear participants. I think it's a great honor for Terry School of Advanced Studies to be invited to this very important international launch of postgraduate diploma in sustainability science. I very much emphasize the word international, and I know the intention of IGNOU to put that word international. When we talk about sustainability science and sustainability of this planet Earth, then certainly the whole entire world and the international engagement is essential. And I'm glad to hear from Professor Shah and others that IGNOU is engaged and has presence in so many countries. It's really, really privilege for me to be here this morning and share some of my thoughts. My experience has been much on the mountains, working in the Northeast India in my initial career, and then, of course, driving research, using research output in terms of academic and policy interventions. Then I moved to an international organization called International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, which works in 8 countries of the Hindu Kush Himalayan region. And the sustainability of the South Asia, if we look at, is fully dependent or mostly dependent on the Hindu Kush Himalayan region shared by these 8 countries. 240 million people live in the mountains, 1.9 billion people in the downstream of the 10 rivers that originates from this region. And the food that is produced in Ganges, Indus, Mekong, that caters to 3 to 4 billion people. That means half of humanity. So how important this region and IGNOU being placed in this region very much clearly shows if we are able to educate or provide skills at the diploma level on sustainability, much of the goals that are set up in 2015, and Honorable Minister talked about right from the Environment Convention to Rio and then Millennium Development Goals, and he has come to Sustainable Development Goals. So in that year, 2015, I was part of the whole process in SDG development. Our Honorable Prime Minister was in New York, then in climate change conference, in Paris Agreement. Then another very important Sendai framework of disaster risk reductions. All these three major frameworks with the goal of about 15 to 20 years as they have placed is based on sustainability. So pertinently, I think this course would enable many of our youths to come with the skill that will help in addressing and achieving these climate agreements, disaster risk agreements, and sustainability agreements. So in this context, education is critical, and education that is going to be meaningful for the development of society is quite important. And when we talk of sustainability, I think three pillars, although mentioned by other speakers earlier, the environmental, the society, culture, and then the economic. All these are important. So when Professor Shah was introducing about the transdisciplinarity and interdisciplinarity, I was very much pleased. Many people talk about transdisciplinarity. What does that mean? We involve the knowledge of all stakeholders. So that is critical. If you are thinking of sustainability, there are many traditional knowledge systems, traditional knowledge that needs to be integrated in our course, that needs to be taken, because ultimately, see, we have survived centuries and millenniums in terms of our sustainability. But now, because of the population and all other problems, we are facing this. So the knowledge that has been developed over the years by in our traditional systems is critical and important, very much, and we need to take. I have to say that there is a very high demand of skilled people on sustainability. So this course, postgraduate diploma, will create and then address this skill deficiency. And I can tell you, just see, Niti Aayog report was mentioned. We were involved from ICIMOD, being an intergovernmental organization of 8 countries with Niti Aayog. And SDG preparation by Niti Aayog, then all these reports. I would say it is so important that you can make good reports, but who is going to implement? We don't have enough capacities. So as Professor Jain was mentioning, we need to really see our government officials, people involved in government development programs, then of course the youth, the students, the entrepreneurship, the business part, which has to also imbibe sustainability. We need to talk about green growth, the solution-based approach, and most importantly, resilience. So if we are talking about sustainability science, then the resilience, not just adaptation, that is only short-term. Thinking for a very long period of time and addressing those issues based on the solutions, and especially the green solution. So all these agreements actually cater or envisages the green solutions. And most importantly, what IGNOU is doing is going to create this human force to address these agendas. We have already lost 6 years. Still, we are striving what to do, what not to do, framework and like that. And 2030 is going to come and 9 years is left, 6 years have gone. So the human development part has not been taken into consideration. In that context, I would see the initiative of IGNOU is going to be very, very, very important. So I am very glad to say that from TERISAS, I have just joined. So there also I find that they have data science on natural resources, and I think we can partner. SDG 17 talks about the partnership. So IGNOU is good, but I think other institutions, other universities, I think we need to partner. So I would also appeal, let's also target the agenda, goal number 17, which talks about partnership, in addition to all other things. And in that, TERISAS is very keen and very much happy to collaborate with all of you. I am very happy Honorable Minister is coming from Northeast. I've been in the Science Congress a few years ago. One of my PhD students is heading the CSIR laboratory in Impal. So I feel honored that we have such a wonderful Honorable Minister who has the vision for very remote areas as well as the cities and urban centers. So the link between the remote rural areas and urban is quite important link for, again, in the sustainability science. Much of the resources are used in the cities and very little resources with lots of efficiency in the villages, and how we would like to harmonize these efficiencies, I think is also quite important for planning, and IGNOU certainly will bring that. And that is what is about resilience, balance between high resource use and like that. In that context, I think I would certainly see this program will bring link between the rural and urban areas, will bring education will be linked with the policies and the implementation, and the skills will be developed in multiple countries. So there will be country collaboration, regional collaboration. I think there is enormous outreach of this program, in my opinion. I congratulate the people, and especially Professor Rao, Professor Shah, who has the vision to start this sustainability science. And I think whatever we do now, everything it depends on this. So suddenly this is fundamental pillar for the existence of the Mother Earth. So with this, I would simply end my short remarks, but I am very privileged to be amongst the esteemed vice chancellors and honorable minister and very, I think, knowledgeable IGNOU colleagues. Thank you very much, and thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your guidance will help us tremendously, and we will take the message of creating a cadre of professionals who are skilled in dealing with the sustainability issues. And like the SDG motto, we will see that no one should be left behind. Thank you so much, sir, once again. I now request Professor Krishnapal Singh Ji, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Rohilkhand University, Bareilly. Sir is a renowned scientist and has worked in the areas of biotechnology. Sir, may I now request you to please deliver your address.
Please unmute. Please unmute.
Hello.
Is
Hello.
audible. Is audible.
Am I audible? Yes, yes.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes. And yeah, good morning, all of you, and very happy Guru Purnima to all of you. Respected Professor since our Honorable Minister of Education and Foreign Ministry, Professor Nageshwar Rao. I'm looking after a so long time when he was in Haldwani Open University, then I could see him. Professor Jain, Professor Shah, Professor Sumita Kukreti. Thank you very much for inviting me to join this very important event for launching a postgraduate diploma on sustainable sciences. I'm thankful to you, and really it's a right time rather, that you are working in a so good atmosphere, in a good situation, under a good leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, and discussing about sustainable development type of things now. So this is really a matter of great pleasure. I'm thankful that on this occasion, one teacher from Northeast, renowned teacher from Northeast and well known to us in Sangathan and in all educational area, is with us, and we are discussing this sustainable development goal issues in the form of a sustainable science launching program of a postgraduate diploma. We all come from the science background, especially myself, trained in a Aligarh Muslim University as a science graduate, did postdoctoral from England and then America, and then I joined Pantnagar University, that was the agriculture university, and I worked as Vice Chancellor of Haryana Agriculture University, and working in scientific area for more than 25 years. But first time I am looking such type of good courses, and the timing of such type of good courses when we have launched NEP 2020 last year, and unfortunately such a wonderful policy document which was created with enormous efforts from various stakeholders, but that came out into the era of COVID pandemic. So the whole initiatives, whole start was not taken so well by various educational institutions, policymakers, and even government in terms of implementation, providing sufficient financing. But certainly, consequently, starting such type of a courses is a need of the hour. We know that in last 100 years, we have poured a lot of efforts in creation of data, in creation of technology, in creation of scalable methods, tools, and techniques. But their integration to attain the goal of sustainability. In 2015, when this was launched, Sustainability Development Goals, and it was fixed that by 2030 we will achieve them. There were 17 points of goals, and each point has a certain clarification, certain limits also, and certain doable things in all these things. And the most important thing is the integration of technology, sharing of data, sharing of science to attain the sustainability goal. And if we look at where is sharing is required, the most challenging job or the most important job is to make our student about these things. And I think sustainable science type of courses will make our student well aware about the sustainable development goals. And because our students who are looking for good startups, who are looking for entrepreneurship, who are looking for different professional courses, different educational systems, creation of knowledge, some will be the scientists, engineers, doctors, and they should be aware what is their responsibility, and in what way they should create the technology or they should integrate the technology. We theoretically discuss about all these things very well, but we are working in our educational system. So three things are very, very important, very difficult in our country to execute, making a policy under execution, and commercialization of a patent, and execution of the memorandum of understandings. These three things are very difficult in our educational system. But if we train our students, which is the huge workforce of our country, and we are globally known for creation of good talent in terms of our youth students. So that will be a very good thing, and that will be the rather it will be the one of the best goal that we can train them. And starting a course from IGNOU, like sustainable science, I think the reach of Indira Gandhi National Open University globally is also good, and nationally it is well known. And this type of courses, when we are creating academic data bank, when we are cross-listing our courses in different faculties, we have open elective courses, we have basic supporting courses. So including the core courses, such type of courses very easily be transferred from one university to another university during their graduation, undergraduation, and during their exit and entry into the new institutions. It will be a good course, and as an open elective course, it can be in the academic data bank, National Academic Credit Bank, and it can be taken by any institutions or any university throughout the country, or part of a course, if not entirely the full diploma, part of the course or some units or some parts can be shared by the university, because training of such type of course will make more national character among the students. Technology is not for earning the money. Technology is not for selling the technology. Technology is not for doing the ill things, but technology for the sustainable development. We should pour into the mind of our young students that they are the assets for the country. Therefore, they have to be very careful while they are using such kind of technology or science in the service of the society. That is.
Please unmute.
I'm sorry, it was a call. So I thank you, Professor Nageshwar Rao, Professor Sumitra Kukreti, Professor Shah Sahab, Professor Eklav Sharma ji, and Terry, and I thank you, our Honorable Minister, who could spare time on such a very precious moment. Today is Guru Purnima. It's a launching of a very essential course or a diploma program from the IGNOU side. So I congratulate all of you, and thank you very much for providing me this opportunity for this very important launching program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Your message has given us a direction to work more in the area of sustainability sciences. I now humbly request our Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao ji, without whose guidance, encouragement, and motivation, the program would not have taken the present form. I request you, sir, to please share your address.
Honorable Minister of State in Education, Minister of State in External Affairs, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh ji, my friends, Professor V.K. Jain, Vice Chancellor, Tejpur University, Dr. Eklavya Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Terry School of Advanced Studies, Professor K.P. Singh, MJP, Rohilkhand University, Bareilly, my own colleagues in IGNOU, and distinguished learners. It's a great occasion for all of us. The presence of the Honorable Minister on this launch program of postgraduate diploma in sustainable science, that too in online mode, quite encouraging, quite motivating to all of us. We convey our respectful regards to our Honorable Minister. His words of wisdom, his blessings, they all will be a source of strength to all of us. Respected sir, I know that you have got a very, very busy schedule and you have given us time from 9:30 to 10, but still your presence has motivated all of us much more than what we deserve. It's a great occasion and the school needs to be complimented specifically because they launched this program 4 years back in the ODL mode, and now this program, it has been launched in the online mode. Need of the hour. National Education Policy 2020 has laid emphasis on the need for such programs. And when we listen to the distinguished experts, we have found that the course has got an international relevance. And the school is playing a crucial role in understanding its role in the nation building exercise. The IGNOU has got significant presence in the Northeast states also. We had regional center in almost all the Northeast states. We are having our own building at Shillong. One building, it is under the construction at Mizoram. One more we are planning at Agartala. And maybe with the blessings of our Honorable Minister, we can expand it much more. The number of learners from Northeast states, there are around 50,000 every year, fresh learners to whom the IGNOU is trying to reach. And that too, the quality teaching learning process. The teaching process is also affordable to them. And these two basic tenets of the IGNOU's education policy, the quality and affordability, they brought us nearer to all those people who want to have higher education at their doorsteps. As has been told by Professor Kukreti, that we are having 33 lakhs learners, and every year more than 8 lakh learners are being added. And we conduct our examinations all over the country and abroad also. This Center for Online Learning, it was established 3 years back, and we are the national coordinator of SWAYAM and SWAYAMPrabha. We are contributing more than 100 courses in the SWAYAM platform of the Ministry of Education. We are also having 4 SWAYAMPrabha channels where the reach to the learners, it is being facilitated by the regular telecast of the educational programs. Last year, we entered into the arena of the online programs. When the Government of India has permitted to go for the online programs. In January 2020, we have gone for 3 online programs. Then in July 2020, we have gone for 15 more online programs. In January 21, we have launched BLib on online mode. And only a few days back, we have also launched BCom online program. And now in this process, in this sequence of events, the School of Interdisciplinary Studies, it has come out with this ambitious project of PG diploma in sustainability science. School has got great enthusiasm. The school is highly motivated, and they're also having plans to convert this program into PG program. And then maybe they're also planning to have it converted into, maybe translated into the Hindi language also, because at least through that they can reach to most of the parts of the country. And thereby the tool of translation which is available with us, if we are in a position to implement it effectively, then maybe we can reach to with all the languages which are available in our, which are being spoken all over the country. And through that we can have 14 or at least 14 languages which we can translate these programs. The purpose of launching this program is the reach. Because in case of online program, the learner can learn the things at his home. No need to go out. Material is available in eGyan course, that is also available in their mobile. E-content app, because till now more than 10 lakh learners, they have already downloaded our entire e-content in their mobile app itself. And these channels, they are reaching to the home. The pedagogy to reach to the learners, it is much more learner friendly. The best experts in the area, they are contributing in the teaching learning process. The Facebook, even our own Gyan Darshan channel, they all are contributing this effective reach to the learners. And today, when the Honorable Minister was addressing to all of us, we all were inspired to work more. We all were inspired to see that the basics of the National Education Policy 2020, we want to implement vigorously, because basically its concern is to enhance our GER from 26% to 50%. And for that, only the distance learning mode, the IGNOU, can accomplish those goals by reaching to all the areas of the country at an affordable cost. Here, the least infrastructure is required. The technological interventions, they are helping us a lot. And thereby, our reach to the learners, it is much more effective. Our examination process, we conduct examinations twice in a year, not only in our country, but also abroad. We also admit students twice in a year. And every year, we are admitting fresh students more than 8 lakh. And this increases every year, around 50 to 60,000 learners, they are being added every year to expand our reach to all those areas where the teaching learning process in higher education is not available of highest quality. We are blessed, we are guided, and we are motivated and inspired by the benign presence of our Honorable Minister today on the eve of this launch program of postgraduate diploma in sustainability science. We are really humbled by your benign presence, and on behalf of the IGNOU family, I thank Honorable Minister, my friends Professor V.K. Jain, Professor K.P. Singh, and Professor Eklavya Sharma ji. They spared their valuable time for us to bless us, to guide us, to inspire us, and to motivate us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words, and we look forward to your support and blessings in our future academic endeavors also. Thank you once again. I now request Dr. Y.A.C. Kuman, Program Coordinator of PGDSS program, to propose vote of thanks.
Diksha Madam, on this auspicious Guru Purnima, first I just want to go to all our gurus who taught me in directly or indirectly. Very good morning to all. I would like to take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks to all our well-wishers for making this launching function a grand success. I, on behalf of the university, would like to thank Honorable Minister of State for Education and Minister of State for External Affairs, Government of India, my Guruji, Dr. R.K. Ranjan sir, for giving his valuable time. Sir, your presence is a great encouragement to us in taking this unique academic program towards a greater height. We are also looking forward to your continuous guidance and encouragement in promoting this program across the world, sir. Thanks are also due to Professor B.K. Jain sir, Dr. Eklavya Sharma sir, and Professor K.P. Singh sir for accepting our request. And all of us know that whatever our progress, it will not be possible without the constant guidance and support of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your continuous advice and giving us academic freedom. The school will try our best possible to strengthen this unique sustainability science discipline, which is very emerging and enriching to the unreached across the globe under your able guidance, sir. It is not possible to complete this formal vote of thanks without giving special gratitude to Professor M.S. Swaminathan, who guided us to develop this program. And again, of course, all experts in the committee, unit writers and editors for their special academic contributions. Without that, the program could not have been in this stage. All the vice chancellors of our university, Professor Sumitra Upreti Madam, Professor Arti Das sir, Professor Satyakam sir, for their support and encouragement. Of course, Professor Uma Madam, Vice chancellors for her constant support, guidance and encouragement. In fact, it was because of Uma Madam we are able to reach to this stage, and she was advising us to launch this program in online and to do this launching ceremony also. Thank you very much, Madam. Thanks to Professor Sajitra Madam, our school director, who is the inspiration not only as a director and also as a senior faculty in the school, even before she took search as the director of the school, all the faculty of the School of Interdisciplinary and Transdisciplinary Studies for their constant support. Sincere thanks to all the directors of the school, regional directors, directors of head of divisions, SRD, SED, Finance and Account Division, Administration, MPDD, and others. And special thanks to our good friend CPRO Rajeshji and Professor B.V. Subramaniam sir, Director, COE, and his entire COE team. Thanks to all our students in ODL who was taking as a students in ODL, potential students, and enrolled PGDS students for attending this session through virtual mode in Facebook and YouTube. I would like to take this opportunity to give special thanks to PGTSS alumni for their feedback from time to time. At last, not the least, I and Dr. Diksha, as the program coordinators, the responsibility given by the university. Thanks again to all, and looking forward for the same in recent sustainable science education across the world. Dhainavad, Namaskar, Jai.
Thank you, Dr. Kubin. Let us now stand for the national anthem.
उत्कलवङ्गा विन्ध्य हिमाचल यमुना गङ्गा उच्चल जलधितरङ्गा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
सभी को नमस्कार।
Yes, we come to Namaskar.
बहुत बहुत
Thank you so
धन्यवाद
much.
सर, धन्यवाद बहुत बहुत।
धन्यवाद।
बहुत बढ़िया प्रोग्राम
you.
हुआ, आप सबको
Thank you.
बधाई हो।